SAABAR, and my magic number is BB22110617.
In the West intricacies of the labor market, wage differential emerged as a pressing concern, igniting discussion on fairness and equity. These variations in pay stemming from factors such as discrimination and unequal education access, from a need for proactive policies to rectify unjust wage gaps and promote equal opportunities. Wage differentials underscore the diversity in compensation, influenced by skills, education, experience, and job demand across individuals, occupations, and industries. The market theory of wage determination becomes a crucial lens through which we perceive the dynamic interplay of supply, demand, and the perceived value of the individual contributions. Within specific wage systems, the differential piece rate stands out as a powerful motivator directly linking efficiency to wages. This tiered structure rewards efficient workers with higher pay rates, emphasizing the dynamic nature of compensation. Our ensuing discussion will delve into the multifaceted dimensions of wage differentials, exploring the impact, associated factors, and proposing recommendations for a fairer labor market that recognizes and encourages diverse contribution.
For Part B, the 5 chosen articles explore wage differentials, particularly focusing on gender-based variations within industries and economies. We have chosen 5 articles that related to wage differentials. One of the 5 chosen articles is Gender Wage Differentials in Malaysian Manufacturing Sector, Wage Differentials Theory and Measurement, Wage Differentials and Efficiency, Wage Model Evidence from the Chilean Economy, a such interpretation of male-female wage differentials and compensating wage differentials and unobserved productivity. These studies aim to understand not just the presence of salary differences but also the intricate patterns that are challenging to explain solely through competitiveness. The research draws data from field survey in Malaysia, specifically Penang and the Klang Valley, covering 6 industry categories and a sample of 2,046 workers divided by gender and skill levels. The researchers randomly selected workers from lists provided by union leaders in the chosen industries. Additional participants were introduced through a snowballing process initiated by existing respondents. The field survey gathered information on demographics, education, training, job types, industry affiliations, and income levels, allowing for comprehensive analysis. Statistical methods, including estimation of wage functions, were utilized to assess the impact of various factors on wage differentials for both male and female workers. And the results are male workers consistently earn higher mean incomes than female counterparts despite similarities in work experience in their current positions. Male employees tend to have more years in the workforce and training completion. Both genders are concentrated in the electrical and electronic sector, but male dominance is seen in wood-based industries, while the textile industry has more female workers. Ethnicity, education level, training participation, job type, and industry significantly impact wages. Chinese workers tend to earn more than Malay workers, and higher education and skill training correlate with higher earnings. Skilled workers earn more than semi-skilled and unskilled counterparts, with the chemical industry paying substantially more than E&E, while the textile sector pays less. For men, age, education, and experience notably increase salaries. Education is a stronger influencer for women's earnings, with no discernible pay gap between those with 9 to 10 years of schooling and those with less. Overall, the research emphasized the role of factors like education, training, industry type, and gender in shaping wage differentials, highlighting the importance of human capital in determining earning potential within specific industries and economies. That's all from me. Thank you.
Now I will continue from Dayang, talk about wage inequality and why it matters beyond just the numbers on a paycheck. It's not just about the money, it influences how we feel about our job and our workplace. Disparities are influenced by various factors like education, skills, and even things we cannot control like gender or ethnic. Figuring out fair salaries is tough because of this mix. Taking a look around the world, places like the US and Europe handle this issue differently. There's a lot we can learn from their approaches. So here's the deal. Government, business, and schools need to team up. We need clear rules, better education, and workplace where everyone feels included. We want to get rid of that feeling of being left out, making sure rewards match hard work and adapt to how work is changing with new technology. By dealing with this thing, we're creating a workplace where everyone's effort is reflected in their paycheck.
Assalamualaikum, my name is DAYANGKU EFFAZIE binti ZAIDI. My matrix number is BB2211049. I will present about factor and impact of wage differential in the labor markets. First factor is skill and education. Jobs that require specialized skill or advanced education often pay more. Companies no need to give them training if the worker already have the skill. Second factor is experience. People who have more experience will be paid more because they have practical idea and track of record to their employment. Third factor is gender and discrimination. Women are paid less than male on average, which highlight a troubling trend of uneven remuneration. The gender gap continues to exist despite advancement in workplace equality. Last factor is globalization. Businesses that grow internationally and integrate into global markets are in greater need of specialized knowledge and abilities that cut across national borders, due to the fact that people with global skills, language fluency, and cross-cultural adaptation are in great demand. This phenomena adds to salary disparities. So there are a lot of impact because of the wage differentials. First impact is income inequality. Within the larger socio-economic context, wage disparities have a substantial effect on income inequality. The concept of justice and social cohesiveness are undermined as long as wealth gaps continue to exist, creating a gaps between the rich and the less fortunate. Uneven wealth distribution is a result of wage disparities, which are based on things like discrimination, experience, and educational attainment. Second impact is motivation and productivity. Motivation and remuneration are closely related because people are motivated to perform well when their efforts are fairly compensated. Third impact is labor market efficiency. Salary difference may indicate inefficiencies in the market, such as the undervaluation or disregard of particular abilities. In order to maximize labor market efficiency and ensure that remuneration appropriately represent the value of talents and knowledge, wage differential must be balanced. Last impact is employee satisfaction. Employees are more inclined to remain with a company that values and rewards their labor.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Syafinah binti Arepen. My matric number is BB20103. I will present about the recommendation or suggestions related to wage differential issues in the labor market. First thing first, wage differential issue can be reduced by promoting an equal opportunities and access. Gender stereotypes and prejudice in curriculum and instructional materials must be addressed as part of educational reform, encouraging girls and young women to pursue STEM studies. This has to be done to ensure that, irrespective of socioeconomic status, will not holding back the equal access to high-quality education. By providing an equal access also means that a company should also provide equal parental leave. Gender equality in the workplace is promoted by the implementation of equal and compensated parental leave policies. Employers are less likely to assume an employee's commitment or availability based on gender when men and women are to be involved in childcare. This may help create a more welcoming workplace where both genders have equal opportunity to grow in their careers. Next, strengthening the labor market policies and regulations. Setting and enforcing minimum wage laws ensure that all workers receive a baseline of compensation. Pay disparities or wage differentials at the lowest end of the income range are lessened as a result. Efficient enforcement methods serve as disincentives and motivate companies to implement just and impartial pay arrangements. Tax policies also can help by implementing progressive tax policies that redistribute and reduce income inequality. Other than that, a collective bargaining and unionization also is an effective approach to avoid wage differentials. By helping companies and employees negotiate equitable and uniform compensation packages, collective bargaining and unionizations are essentials in closing the pay gap. Taking a comprehensive approach to negotiations ensures that remuneration is based on the value of the full employment package rather than just base salary, which helps to decrease total wage differentials. Additionally, by raising the wages of the lowest paid employees and creating a floor for pay, minimum wage increases can also help to eliminate wage disparities or wage differential. Raising the income of the workers who earn the least is one of the main ways that minimum wage modifications assist. The lower end of the pay scale benefits from an increase in the minimum wage. To summarize, modifying the minimum wage serves as a fundamental measure towards establishing a fair wage structure, a more inclusive and just labor market promoted by minimum wage modifications, which help to lessen the extremes in wage differentials by giving all workers, regardless of skill or their experience level, a fair starting point. That is all from me. Thank you.
In conclusion, the intricate challenge of wage differentials carries profound implications, exacerbating income inequality and hindering social mobility. The widening wealth gap not only impacts access to education and healthcare, but also influences overall quality of life. Significant ramifications extend to workforce motivation and productivity, as large wage gaps foster a sense of inequity, diminishing both motivation and productivity. To address these issues, a comprehensive approach is imperative, involving policy reforms and organizational practice. Key measures encompass enforcing equal pay policies, combating discrimination, promoting access to education, ensuring transparent salary structures, and supporting diversity initiatives. Regularly adjusting minimum wages to align with living costs is crucial for maintaining a basic standard of living. Achieving this solution requires persistent commitment from policymakers, business, and society, paving the way for a more equitable labor market that fully sustains economic growth and societal well-being.